The Palestinian Authority transferred the file of the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in Jerusalem to the Security Council, in an attempt to pressure Israel to stop a possible displacement of residents there. The permanent representative of Palestine to the United Nations, Riyad Mansour, said that he is in contact with the presidency of the Security Council for this month, which is held by Russia, and with the Secretary General of the United Nations, regarding the issue of Sheikh Jarrah. He added, "The UN Security Council is scheduled to hold a session on the 23rd of this month on the latest developments in the Palestinian territory, especially what is happening in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in occupied Jerusalem." Mansour confirmed to the official radio that the international community will be asked to play a more effective role to pressure the occupying government and discourage it from demolishing the homes of citizens, and to stop what is happening in Jerusalem, Sheikh Jarrah, and the entire West Bank. He added, "They discussed many issues, including activating the role of the quartet and holding a meeting at a ministerial level." The Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood has witnessed intermittent tensions for a long time, due to an Israeli decision to expel the families of the neighborhood from it, in favor of Jewish families who say they own the homes that the Palestinians arrived in 1956, when the Jordanian government handed them 28 housing units in the neighborhood, as part of an agreement with the United Nations Relief and Works Agency Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA. New confrontations erupted this week between Palestinians and settlers after extremist Knesset member Itamar Ben-Gvir stormed the neighborhood and set up a parliamentary office for him on the land of the Salem Arab family, which is threatened with confiscation, and said that he will stay until the Jews are protected in the place. Ben-Gvir insists on staying in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, despite the great tension that led to widespread confrontations in the neighborhood, and the warnings of Israeli officials that the tension might lead to an escalation in the West Bank and dispel calm in the Gaza Strip. 2 days after the Israeli police turned the western part of the neighborhood into a military barracks, the Israeli municipality in Jerusalem installed several advanced surveillance cameras yesterday. The Hebrew Can channel stated, "The process of installing the cameras aims to monitor and control exceptional events and prevent them from happening, in addition to maintaining order in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood." The cameras join another group, which had been set up by the Israeli police in an area near the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. Yesterday, there were reactions about what is happening in Sheikh Jarrah, and the Arab Republic of Egypt condemned all attempts aimed at displacing the Palestinian population from their homes in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, and changing the demographic identity of East Jerusalem. The Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through its spokesperson, Ambassador Ahmed Hafez, said in a statement, Thursday, that Egypt is following with great concern the events taking place in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in East Jerusalem, during which Palestinian citizens are subjected to provocative practices and attacks that may exacerbate tension in the city of Jerusalem. She stressed that these practices constitute a violation of the decisions of international legitimacy and international law, and a continuation of the policy of forced displacement of Palestinians. Hafez stressed the need to provide the necessary protection for the brotherly Palestinian people, and to stop demolishing homes and seizing lands in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem. He reiterated that the continuation of these unilateral measures undermines the chances of reaching a two-state solution and establishing the desired peace in the region. The Egyptian statement came after the United Nations called on Israel to put an end to the policy of demolishing or evacuating Palestinian homes in the West Bank, including occupied Jerusalem and Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. We are closely following the situation in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood of occupied East Jerusalem, including the potential for evacuations, Stefan Dujarric, spokesman for the Secretary-General of the United Nations, said at a press conference held at the UN headquarters in New York. Adding, "It is very important for there to be de-escalation of the situation, restraint, and calm," pointing out that the organization continues to call on the Israeli authorities to put an end to the policy of demolishing Palestinian homes, as well as ending the evacuation of Palestinian families, whether in Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood or any other area from the occupied West Bank. The U.S. administration has also expressed its concern. Israeli media said that the U.S. administration had